This program is brought to you by the limited edition Corolla Spirit. Now disappearing at your nearest Toyota dealer. I'm here to talk to you about the Spirit. The limited edition Corolla Spirit. Hatch or Seeker. Spirited twin-cam multi-valve engine. And a host of extras. Color-keyed bumpers. Special striping. Low-profile tires and wheel trim. Limited edition wool blend upholstery. Power steering. Sports tachometer. Over $1,000 worth of extras. At no extra cost. It's no wonder they're disappearing.
Presenting Sara Lee Croissant.
Sara Lee Croissant? No, no. Only the French can make a true croissant. Mmm. So light, so flaky, so buttery, so French.
So, how do you like Sara Lee Croissant?
I love them. Tell me, this Sara Lee, she's French, no?
Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
Authentic French-style croissant from Sara Lee.
There's never been a better time to have a good time. There's never been a better time to get away. There's never been a better time. You've never seen a better time for a good time Aussie holiday.
The tourist industry is getting back on its feet. So they're bending over backwards to make sure you have a good time. If you're ready to take off, so are the airlines. Holiday spots are resorting to special deals. The waiters are waiting. Thanks, Julie. So why are you waiting? Call the Good Time Aussie Holiday line for some of the best holiday value ever.
You've never seen a better time for a good time Aussie holiday.
Have a good time! Come on!
Revolutionary charged concentrated stain stick. Millie the Kid, guilty of juvenile crime. Garment charged immediately, directly onto stain, thus helping prevent serious crime from setting. Fight crime. Take charge. Stain stick.
Nobody knows Perth like 7.
Voted most popular WA program.
7 nightly news knows Perth.
Voted most popular West Australian personality, Rick Arden. Voted West Australia's favourite sporting personality, Dennis Cometti. And voted West Australia's favourite television personality, Susanna Carr. 4 reasons why.
Nobody knows Perth like 7.
With the luxurious Cressida, we didn't just suppress the engine noise. We suppressed the gear noise, the exhaust noise, the wind noise. So all that is left is the perfect environment for you to create a little noise of your own.
Oh, what a feeling, Cressida.
Elle magazine. It's not what you used to.
You know, we work real hard to build up some assets, and then we get hit by capital gains tax. What's the answer?
The answer's simple. Get rid of it. Get rid of the capital gains tax. It's not a tax on the rich. In the end, it will reduce the superannuation payouts of 4 million Australians. Those 4 million will all get less superannuation than they deserve. That is why the moment we are elected, we'll move to abolish the capital gains tax.
The answer is Liberal. Authorised by Tony Eccleton, Liberal Party, Canberra.
Yes, Mortgage Busters are back. And you could win 12 months mortgage, rent or groceries. 700-gram Pal dog food, 99 cents. 4-pack Kleenex toilet rolls, $2.89. 750ml morning fresh dishwashing, $3.19. 20 large stay dry nappies, $7.99. And 375ml pear shampoo, $2.59. Save more with 45-gram eggs, $1.29. Whole rump steak, $4.99 a kilo. New Seasons apples, 99 cents a kilo. And 2-litre Pepsi drinks, $1.29. But only at Action Food Barns.
Head for the taste of real draft beer. Carlton. Genuine draft.
4 ruthless terrorists are ready to kill.
This is our declaration of war. There are no heroes on this flight.
65 brave passengers aren't ready to die.
You are powerless against us.
Now it's time to fight back.
You have 3 minutes. Otherwise, I blow up the aircraft.
Cagney and Lacey's John Carlin and D. Wallace Stone.
2 minutes left.
They're going to kill someone.
60 seconds, damn it.
The tense excitement.
He's done nothing to you. No one is innocent. You got it now.
A gripping movie premiere. Hostage Flight. Wednesday on 7.
Because it's designed to move you with an uncommon degree of style, the Toyota Tarago has all the power, the luxury, the inbuilt safety, the room, the comfort, and the smooth ride you'd expect in Australia's favorite people mover. Tarago.
In Kwinana and Rockingham, Wendy Phaeton, your local federal member, is working hard for local people. She's helped get support for the Kwinana and Rockingham Skillshare and community projects like the Anniversary Park Sports Club. Wendy understands the special needs of local families, and she's working for better educational and childcare facilities. She's fighting to protect our bushlands and fragile sand dunes environment and supports measures to prevent industrial pollution. Wendy Phaeton is working to make Kwinana and Rockingham better places to live. Authorised by David Smith for the Australian Labor Party, Perth.
Pineapple. 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 When we get back Friday, I'm going to buy you a yummy yumbo with pineapple. A sesame seed bun filled with yummy ham, melted cheese, and a big slice of juicy pineapple. Imagine a Troppo yumbo with pineapple. Pineapple. Hot ham, cheese, pineapple. Hungry Jack Jumbo! Troppo.
Next time I visit Dee, I'll be married. She won't be here yet.
Never on time, anyway.
The wedding.
This wedding's going to cost a fortune.
Wedding's going to cost a fortune. Only have to get the shoes now. I really should save more. Sue reckons her A&P Super's like saving. I'd be working for something. You can't have too much money. Old and broke.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Getting married.
Sue's got super, and she's on less than me. My own super plan. I'd be financially independent. A&P Super. Why take risks? I'll ring them.
G'day, stranger. How are you? Super. Hi, Dee.
You're right with A&P Super.
Next on Hinch.
Football authorities have introduced the order-off rule for anyone bleeding.
We did a hepatitis B testing last year. We tested 187 players, of which 3 proved positive, and the 3 that proved positive had it in the past and didn't know they'd had it.
Will the controversial rule spread?
You often see in sport cases where the administrators act too late to prevent some catastrophe.
Blood sports, next on Hinch.
When it comes to road holding, in any conditions, wet or dry, nothing equals Dunlop. And when Dunlop says road holding, Dunlop means road holding. Stick with Dunlop, the world's best road holding tires.
I'm often asked, what can we do about the people who won't even try to get a job? With the Liberals, there'll be 9 months to find a job before the dole cuts out, and that's fair. Instead of going on the dole,
School and university leavers will get a job search allowance. Tough questions need tough answers. What a fair go. The answer is Liberal.
The answer is Liberal. Authorised by Tony Eggleton, Liberal Party, Canberra.
Only at Rosendorf's can you select from a stunning range of diamond rings that have not only been designed and crafted in Rosendorf's own studio, but feature exquisite stones selected and purchased direct from the world's leading diamond cutters by Craig Rosendorf himself. To create an exclusive diamond jewellery range at Perth's most competitive prices, starting at just $500. And why there's really only one diamond jeweller in Perth, Rosendorf's.
For interest that won't dive, switch to an ANZ term deposit for a guaranteed 15% for 12 months. An ANZ term deposit will help you get there.
Lovable, forthright, tyrannical, delightful matron Sloan. For 6 years, she's mother-henned the doctors, harassed the nurses, and charmed the patients at Wandon Valley Hospital.
This is something terrible, didn't it?
Now she's been swept off her feet. After a whirlwind courtship, she's off to see the world, leaving behind half a decade of memories.
I will never forget when you first arrived.
On Monday night, you can be there to see her off as Wandon Valley bids matron Sloan farewell. A country practice on 7.
The new Toyota Camry is powered by a twin-cam, fuel-injected, multi-valve engine. So you get the fuel savings of a smaller engine with the twin-cam performance of a larger one.
See the children looking to the future. Whatever it is, whatever it will be, it's up to you and me to guarantee that we must give them an Australia proud and strong. Give them a future they can really build on, 'cause the future is in their eyes, the way they're looking to us too. Children looking to the future.
Written and authorised by our hog for the Australian Labor Party, Canberra.
Heinz naturally good fruit fingers, no added sugar, just fruit and fibre, naturally good from Heinz.
Specially formulated to be kind to their teeth.
I love the freedom of Carefree tampons. Now they're in this new easy-to-carry handy pack, and I'm still protected no matter what I do. Carefree tampons. Simply no better protection.
They're on their way to jail.
You two are in it up to your necks.
Unless Adam's weird plan saves them.
I can tell you now, mate, this ain't gonna work.
Look, how are we going to know if we don't have a look? Come on.
Bobby pokes fun at Carly.
Did you have to say that? You know how touchy she is about her weight.
I was only joking.
She's going to play a cruel trick that could backfire.
Please.
Sally won't take no for an answer.
And it leads to disaster in the week Home and Away celebrates its fantastic 500th episode. On election day, one choice is clear. The 7 News team. In Canberra, Dennis Grant, Don Chip, Darren Hinch, Stephen Loosley and Dr. Colin Hughes. Backed up by the fastest computerised returns with camera links to Hawke and Peacock in Melbourne, Keating in Sydney, Cheney in Perth, Haynes in Adelaide, Charles Blunt in Brisbane, and Rick Arden and Susanna Carr from 6 o'clock with live crosses during the news. Live across Australia on election day. Poll 90. Our full coverage begins 6:30 Saturday.
My boyfriend told me I was born with a shopping bag in my hand. So this month I said, I'll only spend $29. I'll go to Katie's and spend $29 on a cardigan, great patterns, and a pair of ski pants for $29, and a shirt for $29. You should see the colours. Then I'll get one of Katie's big warm jumpers for $29. Well, maybe I'll get 2. And a skirt for $29. There's lots of styles. See, I told you I'd only spend $29.
When you go to pick your car up, do you always feel afraid that the bloke is going to charge you, just like the light brigade? If a look inside the workshop confirms your darkest fears, that the guys under the bonnet are still wet behind the ears, then you want to take your car where all the smartest drivers do, and you ought to auto care too. Tell me what says they never listen, if it seems they just don't care, when you've got a problem, they're suddenly not there. Just another moment, leave them in your dust. Take your car to auto care, someone you can trust. Yes, you want to take your car where all the smartest drivers do, and you ought to auto care too.
I could do with an emu, how about you? I could do with an emu, how about you? I could do with a taste as big as the state in which we live. I could do with an emu, how about you?
I could do with an emu.
How about you?
How about you?
There are a number of ways to get rid of your mortgage. In fact, there's a bank that can show you how to tear up your mortgage a good 10 years earlier than you thought. A bank that relieves you of your mortgage repayments 10 years sooner. Now, which bank would that be?
The new Camry wagon is powered by Toyota's twin-cam, fuel-injected, multi-valve engine. So when you drive it, you get the twin-cam performance of a large engine with the economy of a smaller one. How does that feel?
Hey, it's my favorite taste, take 'em every place. Gotta have 'em with me all of the while. In a thin crisp gel, I know it oh so well. And the colors they just make you smile. M&M's, pure milk chocolate, melts in your mouth. Warm love in your hand.
Where would you say the second preference should go?
Democrats are thinking, sensible people, and I would have thought that the Democrat voters would give their second preference after voting Democrat to that party that had the better environment policy, the better industrial relations policy, and the better health policy.
And there is no doubt which party.
Well,
It's the
there's
Labor Party.
Authorised by R. Hogg for the Australian Labor Party, Canberra.
I've got plenty out of Australia, and whenever I get a chance to put a bit back in, I do. For a simple example, whenever Pip and I go shopping, we look for the Australian-made symbol. If the Australian-made is as good as the imported, we go for it every time. We drive an Australian car. We buy Australian products. Even our books are printed in Australia. Let's be positive and cut our overseas debt to the bone. Look for this symbol, and if you think the Australian-made is as good, go for it.
Your life's forever changing. A little or a lot, always something new coming at you, ready or not. Memories are oh so sweet till you reach certain age. Then it's time for a change. Time for a change. Time for a change. Time for a change.
New Schweppes Cola. Satisfy your taste for change.
Who's your favourite Kodak colour kin? If you really like blue, then Click is for you. Loves to tell jokes and riddles. But if you like green, then Zoom's more your scene. Quite fast, but round in the middle. Then there is Flash. Red, bold and brash, and constantly trying to fly. The yellow one's Snap, with big ears that flap. cuddly, but really quite shy.
Kodak Colourkins, available for $9.95 with 50 Kodak product points.
Coming soon to the 7 Network.
It's tough. It's dirty. Somebody's taken my little girl and it's dangerous.
Policewomen in the force, they call them skirts.
Look out there! Who gives us stuff?
Tracy Mann.
Don't lie to me, Tom.
Nicholas Bell.
You're protecting him, aren't you?
Mary Custis.
Shouldn't you be banging heads or something?
Kate Gillick.
You like a bit of action, do you? A bit of a leader.
A brilliant new weekly series coming soon to 7.
Hey, Alf, how was the trip?
Oh, you want to see the photos?
Sure.
Here we go. First stop, Rome. Feel Verde. Then London, peachy steaks, beautiful. Hong Kong, plum and chili beef, very tasty.
Nice shots, Al. Did you take any photos without food?
Yeah, good. This one. Well, it was delicious.
There's a world of beef shortcuts.
Terrific! Bring any Uncle Toby's muesli bars, Lisa?
I left them down there. Let's go and get some. There you go. Lots of wholesome ingredients like rolled oats, oat bran and fruit. So Uncle Toby's muesli bars are as good for you as they taste.
Hey, Lisa, save one for me!
Uncle Toby's muesli bars taste so good because they are good.
In Cowan, it takes a dedicated person like your federal member Carolyn Jacobson to get funding for local projects like the Girraween Childcare Centre and support for the Marangaroo Family Centre. Carolyn's fighting for a youth centre in Girraween Kundula and actively works with Balga JobLink, Northside and Marangaroo Skillshare and Cowan Price Watch. She's helping preserve our local bushland like Kundula Open Space. Carolyn Jacobson is dedicated to Cowan. She's getting on with the job. Authorised by Graham Edwards for the Australian Labor Party, Perth.
You know that soap can dry out your skin. Now there's a new cleansing bar that will lay that problem to rest forever. Introducing New Dove. You see, New Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream, so it cleans like a soap, but won't dry your skin like soap can. New Dove with 1/4 moisturizing cream won't dry your skin like soap can.
Hungry eyes. One look at you and I can't disguise. I've got hungry eyes. Come feel the magic between you and I.
If you're heading outdoors, you can expect strong winds. There'll be heavy cloud cover and a big chance of getting burned. Pollution will be high, and all in all, you're in for a pretty dirty time. But there's a fresh change on the way.
Blazer, the new firelighting gel. It's so clean and easy. Just squeeze and light. Non-toxic Blazer lights first time, every time. No smoke, no odor, no mess. Won't taint food, won't burn a hole in your pocket. Blazer, the easiest way to light the fire.
Why can't Mr. Keating get interest rates down?
Well, basically because he's locked into one of these special wages deals with his mate Bill Kelty. He knows he should cut government spending. Kelty says, hang on, Paul, you got to increase it. He knows he should privatise or clean up the waterfront. Kelty says, hang on, mate, I got some good friends down there in cushy jobs. Country can't afford deals like that. Got to cut costs, boost productivity, get our interest rates down.
The answer is Liberal. Authorised by Tony Eggleton, Liberal Party, Canberra.
You gave your best shot, but you got beat. Don't worry, mate, you're not alone.
Come on in, you deserve a real treat, the one that's close to home.
We've got the taste Australia loves to eat. The barbecue chicken that stands alone. We're cooking them up at Chicken Tree. The taste that's close to home.
The taste that's close to home.
Thursday, from the master of international suspense thrillers comes Frederick Forsyth's great epic, The Dogs of War. Christopher Walken.
You're not CIA, are you?
The Academy Award-winning star of The Deer Hunter.
You're hardly KGB.
Imprisoned and tortured under African tyranny.
You fight wars.
He's a soldier of fortune.
Anybody's wars.
Going back to settle the score. Frederick Forsyth's worldwide bestseller, now an explosive motion picture, The Dogs of War. Thursday, 8:30 on 7.
With all we offer in country hospitality and the finest international luxury, we'll do it all for you, extremely reasonably.
Take the midweek getaway any night Sunday to Thursday, with full buffet breakfasts included at our special midweek getaway price.
At Lloyd Forest, we know how to do it perfectly.
Tip Top multigrain's yummy. Yeah, it tastes just like white bread does. How do they get the grainy bits so soft? They hit them with a hammer, I expect. No. Mum, are they for us?
Tip Top multigrain, white bread taste, and the goodness of pre-softened grains. No wonder kids voted number one.
Good on you, Mum. Tip Top's the one. Good on you, Mum. I reckon an elephant sits on them.
Who's right and who's wrong in this election? I've said our tax policies will help low-income families. Mr. Hawke says I'm wrong.
Lower-income families will be far better off under the coalition.
I've said Labor's economic policies won't bring interest rates down. Mr. Hawke says I'm wrong.
We will probably find home loan interest rates stay about where they are for some months.
Mr. Hawke and Mr. Keating claim their capital gains tax won't affect your superannuation.
They are completely mistaken.
The Labor Party has been getting it wrong for 7 years. Australia can't afford more of the same.
The answer is Liberal. Authorised by Tony Eggleton, Liberal Party, Canberra.
Nah, 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 nah! This Hilux grinner is unbreakable! But this grinner isn't! Because a Hilux grinner is built like a brick! Grinner's all truck! It can take the rough stuff! And it really cuts a dash! Hilux Ute is Australia's best seller. Oh! What's the damage? Ooh, that's low. Hilux Grinner, unbreakable.
Delphine, wild and beautiful daughter of a noble family.
I will not tolerate the kind of life you've been living.
As a teenager, she abandoned herself to pleasure.
First, I must undress you.
In Paris, she became a movie star and the pawn of her evil half-brother, who sold her to the Nazis in return for favors.
My driver will take you home.
Delphine, one of 3 fascinating women in Judith Krantz's bestseller spanning 3 generations. Till we meet again, coming soon to 7.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. You got that golden touch. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Just like honey from the bee. Hey now, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Give me your golden
crumpets, so golden good.
It's the rhythm of romance. It's the danger of desire.
If you're gonna go fishing, you've got to have the right bait.
A teacher, his student, and the dance that changed their lives and tore a school apart. Exotic, erotic, go all the way. Lambada. Set the night on fire.
The first, the biggest, the hottest, the original Lambada movie.
Tip Top multigrain's yummy. Yeah, it tastes just like white bread does. How do they get the grainy bits so soft? They hit them with a hammer, I expect. No. Mum, are they for us?
Tip Top multigrain, white bread taste, and the goodness of pre-softened grains. No wonder kids voted number one.
Good on you, Mum. Tip Top's the one. Good on you, Mum. I reckon an elephant sits on them.
Why do I need it?
What, super?
I mean, what's the point?
I can remember thinking that.
It's all too hard.
Well, it won't get any easier, will it?
But what do I need it for?
Who'll look after you if you don't? Besides, I'm too young.
You'll be much better off. You got super? Better. AMP super.
You're right with AMP Super.
Yapela pansi yaziyakholwa izinyembezi izinyembezi.
Just for the shame. Just for the cool. Just for the taste. Diet Coca-Cola.
As Australia goes forward to the 21st century, we must better use the brainpower of our own people to reduce our reliance on imported technology. Under my government, we are exporting cars, computers and steel. Now we want to harness the great pool of scientific talent in our universities, the CSIRO and private industry to make us an exporter of the product of our ideas. We're establishing 50 world-class cooperative research centres and providing $100 million for 1,000 scientists to run them. These research teams will have the very latest equipment they need to make scientific breakthroughs in medicine, technology, pollution control, communications. This is a vital part of the process of increasing our exports, reducing our debt, and turning Australia into the clever country.
Authorised by RHOG for the Australian Labor Party, Canberra.
If you add up all the claims RAC Insurance processes, it's a disaster movie. 55,000 claims every year. Storms flatten thousands of fences, but only RAC covers you for fences and floods at no extra cost. Thieves break into houses 95 times every night. RAC Contents covers the average home for $90. And RAC fire claims would add up to a towering inferno. No one moves faster than the RAC assessors. So long, assessor.
On Monday, I couldn't wait to take Millie to Kentucky Fried Chicken for this great deal, only $3.99. Tuesday, I couldn't wait to get Stella this terrific deal, $3.99 again. And Wednesday, I couldn't wait to treat Trudy to this beaut deal for just $3.99.
Choose 2 pieces of chicken, 1 chicken fillet burger or 6 Kentucky nuggets, all with chips and Coke for just $3.99.
Then Thursday, the girls caught up with each other. And Friday, they caught up with me.
Get a tasty trio deal from Kentucky Fried Chicken now.
Can't wait!
In Cowan, it takes a dedicated person like your federal member Carolyn Jacobson to get funding for local projects like the Girraween Childcare Centre and support for the Marangaroo Family Centre. Carolyn's fighting for a youth centre in Girraween Kundula and actively works with Balga JobLink, Northside and Marangaroo Skillshare and Cowan Price Watch. She's helping preserve our local bushland like Kundula Open Space. Carolyn Jacobson is dedicated to Cowan. She's getting on with the job. Authorised by Graham Edwards for the Australian Labor Party, Perth.
Moments that show we care, moments we love to share, like thoughtfulness, friendliness, happiness, togetherness.
Cadbury Milk Tray, a selection of 12 delicious centres, all covered in Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate.
That Cadbury milk tray, put a smile in your day.
The gift of good taste.
Studio line from L'Oreal. Gel. Studio line. Slick sculpture. Studio. Mousse. Shaping. Studio line gives volume. Studio. Spritz. Lift it. Freeze it. Spray. Fix the movement.
Sunday night, Sidney Poitier and Tom Berenger are going where no one has been before.
You could die up there.
To hunt a cold-blooded killer, to rescue his terrified hostage.
You slow me down, the Sarah gets killed. I'll kill you.
Toyota presents Sidney Poitier.
Let her go or die!
Platoon's Tom Berenger. Kirstie Alley. A terrifying adventure, a heart-stopping chase, a thrilling premiere. Deadly Pursuit, Sunday.
It's time to tell those untold stories behind the ladies. No, in pyjamas. Speaker S. Vizard, authorised by S. Vizard.
She said once in a name you gotta pick yourself up again and again. So I'm going to the center of the universe. I'm gonna pull and push and pull until my body hurts. I can do that. I can do better than that. And if I can do that, what could be better than that?
You know that soap can dry out your skin. Now there's a new cleansing bar that will lay that problem to rest forever. Introducing New Dove. You see, New Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream, so it cleans like a soap, but won't dry your skin like soap can. New Dove with 1/4 moisturizing cream won't dry your skin like soap can.
Kim Beazley knows what it takes to make Swan a better place to live, like the upgrading of Albany Highway to give us better roads, funding for Cannington, South Perth, Victoria Park and Belmont Skillshares to give our young people training and better employment opportunities, support for Canning Regional Park to preserve our local environment, and improved funding for senior citizens facilities in Victoria Park, Carlisle, Belmont and Queen's Park. Kim Beazley, your federal member helping to make Swan a better place to live. Authorised by Jeff Gallop for the Australian Labor Party, Perth.
Tuesday night in Beyond 2000.
This is no ordinary beach.
Visit the site of the Exxon oil spill where garden fertilizer is bringing amazing results. Travel the train that's as fast as a plane and visit the Tokyo Motor Show. Then...
What a good night for a murder, eh?
The cops think it's suicide. Was it blackmail? But there is only one man who can solve Agatha Christie's Murder in the Mews.
Absolutely.
Hercule Poirot. Well, I'm jiggered. Right after Beyond 2000, Tuesday night on 7.
God made only one Elle Macpherson.
So you do think I'm fat?
Once Carly accepts that, she'll save herself a lot of pain and misery.
Gracious, Carly, what are you doing with those slimming pills?
Her story could be yours. Maybe you just don't realise it.
I ain't going to eat anything. No, not if I can help it.
A warning sign in Home and Away, 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Our fight is for a better, safer Australia for everybody. Australia needs the Democrats like never before, protecting the environment, a fair society. You have to care. You have to give a damn. Yes, we have kept them honest. Hundreds of amendments passed. Don't just hope for a better Australia. Vote for it. Give a damn. Vote Democrat. Authorised by Janine Haynes for the Australian Democrats.